Good evening, TikTok. All right, let's get at it. This is your hopefully governor of 2026. TikTok, it is riddled with information, isn't it? I mean, these videos, these long videos, they are letting us know so many things. But I just got like simple questions that need answers. Why is it that all of these people who have garnered everything they could get come out later and say, yeah, we knew this was a messed up system? We have old judges on TikTok that aren't judges anymore that talk about how discriminatory the judicial system is. Wasn't it discriminatory when you were sitting in it? When you were benefiting from the process, it was okay. We have a myriad, that means a lot, of individuals who garner and squeeze out everything they can from prejudice practices and turn around and tell us how bad it is. And then we start to just agree with it. Like, yes, you're right. That is bad. Let's get away from that thought process. Let's put people in office that are going to make these changes and actually remove these predatory practices, these predatory laws that allow for predatory practices. There's a problem here. And the majority of Americans are at risk. How many of you can actually say that if things go bad with the American dollar and we start to feel more of the effects of the economy going into a recessive type environment, that you can just honestly get up right now, catch a flight to somewhere better and settle down there and live there? The majority of Americans cannot. So we can have conversation after conversation after conversation, but it's gotten old. We need solution-based information. Here's one thing that I found out, right? I'm online looking up things that are happening in different bills that go on in Florida. Come to find out, one of the bills that went on in Florida was they said, hey, we do not want a railway system. Now, I talked to a friend that was born and raised in Florida. I was not born and raised in Florida. I came here by happenstance of the military. But I'm still an American citizen. So wherever I go, if I settle down there, I'm going to want to do the best I can wherever I am. Now, I just bring this up. If we had an adequate or evolved system of transportation, who does that hurt? I'll tell you who it hurts. It hurts insurance. If the system of transportation is so good that you don't need cars anymore, then you don't have to pay for insurance. Now, take somebody like me. I've been driving for over 2 decades. I have never been in a car accident. I don't need to knock on wood or none of that nonsense. I just haven't been in a car accident. But I've been paying insurance for over 20 years. That's free money I've been giving away. Now, there are some that say, well, that's peace of mind because one day you might get in. 20 years ago, I changed insurance companies. I don't have the same insurance company from when I first started. So that money that I paid that other insurance company, I didn't get back for not getting in no accident. They still have it. And they were using it however they chose to. Now, we all know that insurance, there's a problem. But I'm going to just tell y'all like it is. My father, right now, did 2 terms in Vietnam. But he didn't retire from the military. But he still got some VA benefits. Now, you got to understand this because until this stuff hits your front door, you really don't understand it, or I really didn't fully understand it. So here are his options. The Medicaid and Medicare take every dime that he has, right? That's the retirement pay that he gets and his Social Security. And I believe they leave him something like $38 or something like that. But now he needed to go into some type of like hospice type care. And because of the hospice care, it changes, I guess, the way he's needs to be taken care of. So here is what they told. They said, hey, this is what we're looking like. We're still going to take all this money, but we can't offer these other medical services. You have to pay for that out of your pocket. Okay. So You take every dime he has, and because he did not, you know, do due diligence, because this isn't an insurance thing, because insurance only goes for so long. They're not going to pay forever. You know, Medicare, Medicaid, they're not going to pay forever either, because our elderly groups, like, they don't work. So they're not paying into a system. And then we're hearing all this stuff, and you have to learn all of these different things. But the bottom line is, these families have to come up with this money. Now imagine this, and I had to imagine this today. Now, he qualified at one point for Medicare and Medicaid, but that's gone in 16 days. So the reality is you either find a way to pay for these meds that we're not going to give him unless they get paid for. And if you can't pay for that, then the only thing we're going to do is just make him comfortable until he dies. That's it. Now, I think about the millions of Americans who don't even qualify for Medicare and Medicaid. Think about the emotional choices that you have to make to know that you don't have the funds because we couldn't come up with a viable solution. You don't have the funds to take care of your loved ones with some of the evolutions in medicine that we have today because it's just too expensive. And we say that's capitalism. And what I mean by that is, say I said, hey, here's a solution. Everyone in Florida is going to get a tax that's going to pay for everybody to be able to go to medical facilities for free. Now, we're going to have people that are upset about the tax, but hold on, that's not the point. The point is this. When I put out the transparency of how much money is currently in the account, somebody who sells us the medicine is going to raise the price on us because they're going to want the money. Doctors are going to say, hey, you have all of this money. How can we get in on that? How can we get more money to have a better lifestyle? Lifestyle over health. That's what's being chosen. Lifestyle over health. Well, when the Affordable Care Act came out, the one thing that it did prove is how many people actually did not have any way to get relief, and that they were just living to die with all of the medical advances that we have because it's too expensive to be treated. It's too expensive to be treated. And you can see this in multiple places. We have got to support one another for tomorrow. We cannot be selfish today. We have to sacrifice some of these luxuries today to build a better tomorrow. Everybody's not going to go down in history, but everybody has a chance to be a part of a better tomorrow for what you do today. Be part of a better tomorrow. We are going to figure out a way to survive. It's just, what is it going to look like when we actually put someone in place to create those levels of reformation? That's important. Let's be the best version of today for a better tomorrow. You guys have a great evening.